Now, while the Premier League rolls on through the festive period, many other leagues, including Ligue 1, La Liga, and the Bundesliga, are about to enter winter breaks. But there will be another carnival of football to keep supporters entertained over the coming weeks, with the CAF Africa Cup of Nations running from 21st December to 18th January. We are here to preview the opening group stage games for you on the build-up and also look at the major European leagues this weekend. My name is James Ohinba Makion. I'm not doing this alone. I'm doing this with my regular suspects, Eugene, Ofori, Soti, Charlie. Always see the feel good. Why?
Charlie, the AC, they need
make a quench and give you.
I think they need to turn the AC off.
So make a quench and give you.
Yeah, turn the AC off.
Yeah, when you're serious. We have another special guest here.
The loudest in the newsroom. The loudest in the newsroom.
The loudest in the newsroom.
Finally, we are tired. We should bring him here to come and.
But the last time he was on the after Chelsea scored, Barca, he was on the
he was here
show.
to lament and explain a lot.
But
lament.
Yeah.
Is it? It is his first time on the build-up. Charlie Sami, welcome to
Good.
Make us shake you too.
Oh,
Charlie.
This one.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It's nice to be here.
Yeah. It's great to be here. We are about to talk about the Afcon Cup of Nations and also.
Charlie, when you talk about Afcon, Charlie.
In your head,
Sammy, I should have by this time. We are coming to you live from
Rabat, Morocco. I know, right? I mean,
Charlie,
almost all the teams have arrived.
Yeah.
Charlie,
So
Zimbabwe. You know what pains me?
What?
Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Benin, Botswana,
Comoros,
Comoros. But they see, I've seen
Tanzania,
Uganda.
Uganda,
But Ghana will not go. Yeah.
Cape Verde.
Yeah.
No, Quebec, they today are like us.
What is saying?
They didn't qualify for the Afcon. They decided to channel all their energy.
But this one, you should blame Otuado for that.
That was a sackable offense.
But they didn't sack him.
I told today, I still don't understand why they did not sack him.
And even look at Nigeria. When Finidi George went 1-2,
Yeah.
they realized where he was going. Quick, he was sacked. Yeah. But here we allowed Otto 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's used the World Cup qualification.
Yeah, there's no
cloud
way.
that. So people
But the first one was a sackable offense.
Yeah.
And when we start watching the Afcon, I think I'm sure Otto will begin to
When the
trend
game
again.
starts on Sunday,
and the
that's
reality
when we
hit
feel the
us
impact.
that we see Mozambique,
and all those
Botswana,
nations at the Afcon,
Angola,
but there are two things.
Sudan.
That's our level.
Sudan, who have not played a home game in a long time. Sudan, no home game,
Crazy.
all away games.
Even here in Accra, they drew with you. Even that one cry, it was because it was Kwesi Appiah.
You see up here.
Well, they sent you to Libya and they beat you.
To the Afcon.
But Charlie, this ranting won't send us to the Afcon.
Yeah.
But from ABC Sports, we are here to talk about everything Afcon. That's why we are here. Let me come back to the guys and let me start from Sammy. Who are your favorites for the Afcon? Out of the 2014, you have Morocco, the host nation. You have the defending champions, Ivory Coast. You have Senegal. There's the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The Mali is yet to win the Afcon. Which country do you think will win the Afcon?
I have a soft spot for Senegal. I like the team because they have stars in terms of when it comes to African football. Their team contains one of the biggest stars. But beyond that, there is some telepathy among them. They have some understanding. They play good football. They don't just balloon the ball as we see with many African nations. Senegal play quality football, good football. So I have a very soft spot for them. In the last Afcon, it didn't even work out so well for them. After they won it in 2021, last Afcon, it didn't go so well for them. I am hoping that they find their rhythm in this tournament. And if they do, I'm sure Senegal can go all the way, especially with Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
I want him to bow out with.
The last time they were in a major tournament, the World Cup, he missed it.
Yeah.
The World Cup. So I want him to bow out of Afcon with a trophy. He already has one, but it wouldn't be bad to add another to him, to his name, because he's one of the greatest footballer to come from Africa, especially to play in the Premier League and all of that. So for me, my soft spot is with Senegal. But I think other things will be very competitive. The host nation, for instance, they have a very good team. If you look at the thing that Morocco is doing, I sit down and ask myself, how did we come here? How did we get here? That Ghana has sat down to allow Morocco to overtake us. Because when you talk about youth football emanated from West Africa, Ghana, Nigeria. We had the youth football doing well at the World Cups, the under 17, under 20. Now Morocco has overtaken us, and like they are light years ahead of us.
1,000 years ahead. But do you know that the Arab Cup they won? They won it with their team D.
You see, the quality is there, and it's because they built the structure to produce the quality. So we are seeing the dividends now, and I believe that they can do a host. We saw that with Cote d'Ivoire. Even with when they started, they didn't start well, shaky. They sacked their coach in the middle of the tournament and went all the way to win it. So
can't courtesy of Ghana, they qualified to the next round because Mozambique do that. Captain General. He's not a.
He's not more a Blasters player. That's assistant. He's not.
No, he's a Blaster. He hasn't retired.
Does he have a team?
He doesn't have a team, but he's a Blasters player. Once he hasn't retired.
So when Ronaldo went to the World Cup, did he have a team?
I mean, Ronaldo was with Man United.
No, when he was going to the World Cup, he was not in Man United.
Where was he?
He was a free agent.
But he had just completed.
He was a free agent. He was a free agent. So even one of the greatest, the greatest man in the world went to the World Cup without.
He had just. So
Andre,
I'm not issues.
It's not that I support Andre, but I'm just saying because Ronaldo went to the World Cup without a club
because of his issues with United.
So you just call him a Blasters legend. Or you don't think
so he's a legend. So even legend.
For legend.
Yeah, so he's a Blasters legend.
He's an Afcon legend.
Yes, you can say all of that, but as it stands now, he's not a Blasters legend.
All right.
And so let me continue with my point. Morocco is a team to watch out for, and I think they can make the finals. Now, apart from Morocco and Senegal, I see Egypt coming, but they might get to the quarters and bow out. Their team is not so. It's still the same players because nothing much has changed with the Egyptian team.
Yeah.
Because Salah, Trezeguet, Mamouche, and all of those guys are still there.
They have a couple of young players in there. They are also transitioning. They're in a phase of transitioning.
All of those things. That I think they can also go they can go far. Apart from that, our noisy neighbors,
the Super Eagles.
It's just noise. They will not go anywhere. For them, there's just noise. They have the team. But we have seen that they have the. Let me not even say the team. They have the stars. But they don't have a team. That's the problem. So I don't think they'll go. Nigeria will go.
All right.
Cote d'Ivoire might also, because they are defending champions, reach the quarters.
But your top two is Senegal and Morocco.
Yes, but I see Senegal taking it.
All right, let me come to Soti. Your favorites?
Morocco is not going anywhere. Morocco, at the 2022 World Cup, where was Morocco? Morocco was fourth in the world. What happened to them? They were beaten by DR Congo. At that time, DR Congo didn't even have a stronger team like they have now. So I believe that they will have the home support. But there's even one thing I believe. Morocco looks like a strong team, but when they meet Tunisia, Algeria,
Egypt,
they meet their North African.
It is no longer a game about four. Things will go wrong.
Rivalry.
Exactly. Things can exactly.
Don't play with form.
Yes. So things can go wrong for them. So Morocco look very promising, but once they meet any of these their neighbors, I know that's the end of the journey for them. And I have this feeling that they might meet Egypt or Algeria just out of the knockout stages. So I think that they have the promise, but they will go out very early. So I think for me, I strongly believe Senegal have a chance, and Algeria I'm not too sure because Algeria in the last two Afcons they entered at the group stages, so they are now rebuilding the team. A lot of the players who are coming to this tournament are new players. For example, Lucas Zinedine Zidane's son is likely to be the #1 goalkeeper for Algeria. He has played, I think, no more than 2 games for Algeria, and so he's almost starting out his Algerian career at the Afcon. It's risky. A lot of their defenders and players are all coming, are new players coming to the team. So I think that they might struggle a bit because if you check the groups the way at the last Afcon, it was no excuse. So Ghana and Algeria, the only difference is that Algeria managed to qualify for this year's Afcon. We struggled with, just like them in 2021 in Cameroon.
They have a better team now. Don't mistake because
Ghana doesn't do the better team. No, wait. Look at let's look at the Algerian players with the Ghanaian players. 1v1.
Wait. Algeria is the current team or the only team to qualify to the Afcon without dropping a point.
Yeah.
They won all their matches. To qualify to the World Cup, they won all their matches. This is a team in form, and they are going to the Afcon with this same form. They've won all their matches in the World Cup qualifiers.
In the last Afcon,
a
lot of people
didn't lose a match.
And then
but then it was
They left it to one Bonija.
yeah, Baghdad
Was the
Bonija.
one scoring the goal,
Yeah.
but unfortunately.
And their defense was the problem because Bonija and Co will score, but their defense will concede.
But I think they have the team to compete now.
I don't believe they have the team. I don't think they are
favorites.
favorites. So I think Nigeria, Senegal, the Ivory Coast will flatter to deceive, but at least they will make it to the semi-final. So for me, Nigeria and Senegal stand a good chance. As for Morocco, I think quarterfinals is where they will say goodbye.
all right. Now we've all given our views about the favorites. Let's talk about the underdogs. Countries you don't see as being the favorites, but I think that they can accept the big guys and even can go on to the Afcon. For me, my underdog country is Congo.
I don't think I will not place their Congo as an underdog. I think their Congo is a country. So they are.
But are they part of your favorites?
So for me, I look at it this way: they are favorites. Then they are the teams in the middle who can surprise, and then the underdogs are the teams that are here. So a team like Comoros, because we all know Comoros is their second Afcon. So if Comoros even reach the semi-final, they have punched over and above. So for me, my underdogs will be Gabon, Mozambique. Because I think that Mozambique in their group, they look like they are the team that will not progress from the group. But I think that Cameroon likely will not progress from the group. Because Cameroon will struggle.
Okay.
Because of the coaching issues, the player issues, and as many as more than half of that squad that is going to the Afcon are new players. Okay. So they are bound to struggle.
Okay, so I'll come back to you guys and we will do the group stage, the games and the fixtures. Let's go for a break. When we come back, we'll delve more into the fixtures. Stay tuned.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
Rent back with the beer open. Come on, let me see what. We're busy, guy. My friend, see before.
It's the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Win cash daily, weekly, and a grand prize of 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Just reload or buy a bundle with Telecel Cash to earn points and stand a chance to win big. Dial *500# or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in and start winning in the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
When is campaign? If you're a baby, many schedule no. If you know, meto chiaka. Inti ene, uno banu mpe baby amubeda. Oh, no abeka. You did too much money. No matter.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Playing for your country, enye easy. Scoring, enye easy. Winning, enye easy. You know what be easy now? Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Aye easy. It gets everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted groundnuts. Just add water. Sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy. Made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
Also available strawberry, coconut, and chocomore. This advert is FDA approved.
Imagine a sport without rules, a game without passion, an arena without chance. What drives the champions? What fuels the rivalry? What separates the winners from the rest in the world of sports?
Eugene Soti, your chief data guy on the talking point. On the Afcon tracker, I'll break down the performance of your favorite African players abroad, scrutinizing every detail and exploring the nuances and rules governing the game.
Meet us in your area for Area Take as we plug into sports perspective and hear your thoughts on every play of the game.
I'm James Makion, your go-to expert for everything local. I'll review the fixtures from the locker room to the pitch and from the management to the fans. I've got you covered.
Oh la la! Don't miss out on the double excitement. It's a fun pack, pulsating and complete wrap of everything in sports, from boxing to football, tennis, NBA and more. Sports World on ABC as every Wednesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Sports World on ABC. Sports beyond borders.
Ghana's biggest comedy night returns for the 7th time.
You, go.
Romanos Incomplete 7, the Reset Experience. It is going to be a night of non-stop laughter, highest woven art form of top-tier comedy.
I see what they forgot was that Mahama used Onapo and he lost. And then people took their O out and they brought
electrifying music and jaw-dropping surprises happening live on Tuesday, 23rd December 2025 at the National Theatre at 7 p.m. sharp. Rate is a cool 200 Ghana cedis regular and 300 cedis VIP. Dial *447*332# to purchase a ticket. Get ready to laugh till your ribs hurt, because Romanos Incomplete 7 is not just a show, it's an experience.
Gino Magic Pepper and Onion, a delicious tomato mix with tomato, pepper and onion. No grinding, no blending. Ya yenini na da da da. So pa mediane no abin.
Come on, Gino, do your magic.
And papa no kunu abefi.
Tasty magic.
And your daddy trying to kiss keke.
Gino Magic Pepper Onion. Gino Magic Pepper and Onion. The magic that brings them home.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back from the break. You're still watching Build Up on ABC News Ghana with me, James Ohinuba. We are still previewing the Afcon 2025. Let me take you through the games, the first round of games in the group stage. Remember, the games will be starting on Sunday, and there you have it on your screens. Morocco will play against Comoros on Sunday. That game is taking place at 7 p.m. Then on Monday, we have 3 games for you: Mali versus Zambia, Egypt versus Zimbabwe, and then South Africa versus Angola. Then on Tuesday, there's Nigeria versus Tanzania, Tunisia versus Uganda, Senegal versus Botswana, DR Congo versus Benin. Then we have Algeria versus Sudan, Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea. The Ivory Coast, defending champions, will play against Mozambique. Cameroon will play against Gabon, and that'll be the first round of games for you. So let's preview just the top one. Let me start from Soti, Morocco versus Comoros. Is it a stroll in the park for Morocco?
Possibly yes, but the problem is that they will be under pressure. And the way Comoros they play, they are quite dangerous when you're under pressure to perform, especially because of the way Morocco has heightened expectations. If they fail to win the opening game, it will put pressure on them, so they're under pressure to win. But if you also study Comoros' record in their last few years, Tunisia had a 14-year home record. Comoros went and broke that record. They beat Ghana in the first game of the World Cup qualifiers. They also went and they have gotten 3 impressive victories. So they have it in them to spoil the party. And listening to their head coach Stefano Kuzan speak to us when he spoke to us exclusively, you get the impression that they are there to spoil the party. However, I think that as for the game against Morocco, no matter how hard they try, Morocco would beat them. So I predict a comfortable 2-0 victory for the Moroccan team.
Sam, you have your bite on that particular game?
I don't think it is going to be just 2-0. Morocco, I feel like it's going to be one of the walk in the park for Morocco. Because I don't see the upset Comoros has caused happening again. The team is not that same team. The team that beats Ghana at home during the World Cup qualifiers, it's not the same team now. The coach has
They have a new coach,
The new coach has changed and all of that.
It wasn't Kuzin who came to beat Ghana.
It was the Afcon, the coach who led them to the
Afcon to beat us at the previous Afcon. It was the same.
It was the same.
Kuzan's first this time on the job was against Ghana.
No.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
We'll clarify that.
So,
I don't think it was.
I think that
it wasn't.
That was his first day.
I think that they might want to spoil the party, but I just think that Morocco has too much in their firepower for them. Because look at the players for Morocco, too much for them in the goalkeeping department, defensively, offensively, in the midfield with Unai and all of those guys spreading the ball. You have Abde from Real Betis, Brahim Diaz is there from Madrid. Actually, I don't think Morocco would slack in their first game, knowing very much that it's a game to start to set the ball rolling, to get everybody gingered to want to watch the Afcon. I don't think they are going to miss that opportunity to show the world what they have in them. So for me, it's going to be an easy game for Morocco. Nothing than 3-0.
Nothing than 3-0 for Morocco. But let me still stay on you, Sammy. Mali versus Zambia. Zambia, we know that magical thing they did in 2012 with Heavy Renard, the storyline, the subplots, everything worked for them. Mali hasn't won the Afcon before, but they look like a side that have the potential. They find it very difficult to go over the line when it matters most. Now they have Tom Saintfiet. He played against Ghana twice already. Zambia, I think Avram Grant was in charge of them, and he's left. I don't know whether the new coach that has come in will be able to get his rhythm together with the boys.
I think that game, because of Mali play very good. They have a good team. Not too much of not too good. But they have a team to
they are decently good.
To see off that game, because Zambia are not impressive. You mentioned their 2012 wonders. Since then, it's been downhill from there. And I don't think this is a game that this Afcon they'll do any magic. If you look at Mali, I see Mali as Soti. This one, I think you'll be happy. I see Mali as the Arsenal of Africa.
So much potential.
So much potential. They always bottle it.
Last year was the last Afcon was their year.
Yeah.
They looked like they could have done it.
And they always
and they in fact they were almost there.
They lost to the host nation.
Yeah, they were almost there, and then 90 plus one. I think I remember that Sinayoko, Sinayoko, Cameroon Dumbia, good.
Now they even have
Douglas
Bissouma back.
Yeah, Bissouma is back. They have this guy El Bilal Toure. He's now with he's now in the Turkish league. So
I think
players.
They are the Arsenal of. I mean, they have always having the potential and bottling it at the last moment. But
Arsenal have won the EPL before. Mali hasn't won the Afcon, so it's a wrong description.
It's not wrong. They always bottle. How many times haven't Arsenal bottled in
their life? How many times have even Mali been in the semi-finals?
No, Mali.
They've been in the semi-finals twice, 2012, 2013. The last.
We're talking about 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
We met them at the 3rd and 4th place twice, and in all of those 3rd and 4th they beat us. But now when we go to the 3rd and 4th, we don't see the relevance of just going play anyhow when we get beaten. But I think that the current Mali team with their current coach, he's trying to build something. I see that from they can see through that game against Zambia. They should be able to get some scrappy win from there, maybe 2-1, 3-1 win, or some 1-goal margin win, or 2-0, and get their 3 points. Because that group, I see Mali, Morocco
qualifying.
If any of what's the name, Comoros and Zambia will do anything, it will be 3rd place. If they get some 3-point plus a good goal difference, then they can get the 3rd place. But anything beyond that, I don't see it happening.
All right, let me move on to another game. Let me come to Soti. Cameroon versus Gabon. Aubameyang will be missing the first game
because of suspension.
Injury. Yeah, he will miss the first game, but he will be available for the 2 other games in the group stages. Cameroon, we've already spoken about them. No Andre Onana, no Vincent Aboubakar, but there is Brian Mbeumo, who is leading the side as the captain of the side. They are playing against a Gabon side who I think are very, very good. In the World Cup qualifiers, I think they should have qualified for the World Cup. CAF should have scrapped off that rule and just given that spot to them to qualify. That's what I think. And they're playing against Cameroon in their first game. It will be a very big game.
Honestly, yeah. And if not for the fact that Aubameyang is injured and he's not even in Morocco at the moment, I would have said that I don't believe that Cameroon can win any match at the Afcon in this group. But Cameroon, I believe they are so poor that I'm not even sure where they stand. One, no Andone, and David Sepas is a good goalkeeper. This is not the first time he will be in the heat of the moment, because at the 2022 World Cup, remember that they sacked Onana after the first game when he moved out of the 18-yard box and went outside, and he had a problem with the Rigo Bresson and he was sacked. David Sepas took over the next 2 games. He didn't do badly, but then the problem is the experienced centre backs Michael Ngado has been asked out of the squad. Remember, because of the various press conferences he did against Onana with Abouaka and the others. The other one who was also solid, Jean-Charles Castelletto, also just got injured a week before the Afcon. So then they have to replace him with another player. So it means that Christopher Wu is the one we know will play the game. But this is a problem too. When Wu is a teammate to Alexander Djiku, since Wu went to Russia, he has not been playing for the national team. So he too coming back. It's been a while. He's coming back in the national team. So there are a lot of
disjointed team.
Yeah, exactly. But for their fullbacks, I think they have Nuhu Tulu, who is their vice captain, and then Flavien Enzo Boyomo, who is with Osasuna. If you watch Madrid Osasuna, the one guy stopped Mbappe in that game. That guy, he's Boyomo with Cameroon. In midfield, the problem is that Anguissa is not around. So the whole midfield is now in the hands of Carlos Baleba and Atu Avo. Baleba, too, you know, he plays very well for Brighton once he comes to Cameroon. And if you watch, Baleba was one of the reasons why Cameroon didn't qualify to the World Cup outrightly. The goals they conceded against Cape Verde and Baleba had a hand in it. He didn't play too well. Up front to No Abubakar, they're giving the role to this guy called Carl Etayong. He plays for Levante. Etayong too, he is good, but unfortunately he's not getting the service and delivering in terms of the responsibility that's been placed on him. Also, they've got a player like Frank Magri. Frank Magri also plays in the league. He scores very well in the league. He comes to the national team. Things are not working. They've gone to bring Christian Kofani. We don't know how those things work. Brian Mbemo as well is around. Looking at how they entered the team and the whole chaos around the team, with David Pagu just joining the team less than 2 weeks to the Afcon, I don't believe that Cameroon will do anything. And for me, knowing the impact of Aubameyang had in the Afcon qualifiers and the World Cup qualifiers, he was scoring back-to-back hat tricks and things. I think that is where Gabon, I believe, will struggle a little. But apart from that, I believe that Gabon can go toe-to-toe with Cameroon. So for that game, I believe that maybe to go into it. So Gabon can get a draw, but I don't think that Cameroon will win any game at the Afcon, because knowing what Mozambique did to Ghana, they can do that to Cameroon. So for me, one of the big surprise early exits from the Afcon will be Cameroon.
Interesting. So you have something to say?
I think Cameroon has their issues. Their issues are very voluminous, as he mentioned. But I think that if you are a team and you have all of these issues, and you enter into an Afcon, this is where you have to show your pride, show that you mean you are here to...
The last time they were in such a situation, they went on to win the Afcon.
Show that
even with the big players.
This is where you show your pride. This is where you show your nation that even with all the indifferences happening, you want to deliver for the team. And I still think they have the players to do it.
Sorry not to cut you, but the last time they won in 2017, a lot of the players were what?
They didn't come.
No, a lot of the players, so the players who played were what?
They were debutants.
But most were local players, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And players who were homegrown. Even not local players, they were homegrown players. Yeah. Now, a large chunk of this Cameroonian team are abroad players, rather. You get it? Mbemo himself, this is his first Afcon. A lot of these players, more than half of, how many players have they taken?
15. So far,
if they are even taking 25 players to the Afcon, 15 of them have not played in the Afcon before. And even a lot of them, they are in their first year of even playing for the national team. So it's a whole new ball game altogether. So they will struggle.
Yes, they will, but I think they still have enough in their firepower to see off.
See what Gabon did to Nigeria. It had to take the extra time for
I'm not saying they will get it easy against Gabon, but I'm saying that for you to see they will not win the game or for me,
that's what I think.
I think that they will get at least a win in this Afcon, and they can even go to the quarter. See, you can't underrate. You can't just say that because they have issues and we don't know what's
in that group they'll play against the Ivory Coast.
You see, that's the problem.
They have Ivory Coast,
Gabon and Mozambique.
At least they should be able to beat Mozambique.
That's the challenge. You see, my problem. One of the things I've realized that because we watch a lot of the foreign league, we watch EPL, we watch La Liga. We are mostly biased.
I will side with Sami because the Afcon itself has its stories. I wouldn't be surprised even if Zambia goes on to beat Mali.
As for Zambia, I'm never happy.
That's the African game.
No,
sometimes
where Zambia heading towards. Did you watch their friendly again?
Because even in 2010, see, in 2010, the Blasters, for instance, we went to the tournament literally with the under 20 team. We went all the way to the final. So sometimes it happens.
As for Zambia, I can put a lot in line.
What's in them?
Do you realize that? But do you realize in the whole calendar year he has scored 1 goal? In the calendar year, from January,
there was a time Jordan had only 1 goal for Esquire. He came to
national team. He was scoring for us consistently.
I'm only making a point. In the whole calendar year.
The thing is that he's not even getting some to play at Leicester.
And
he's getting benched by Jordan and the rest.
And sadly for him, even when he comes to the national team too, he never proves beyond reasonable doubt. You see, Pat is one of those players who is you will struggle to find his very best game for the national team. But I think it's hard to pinpoint a game. You say, okay, after this game, he had a good game. So for me, Zambia, I don't fancy Comoros ahead of Zambia.
But let me come back to the Cameroon thing. I think Cameroon has some good talent. They just need to find a rhythm. Like you mentioned, they are new players. Yeah. Some have not played in the Afcon. They need to get used to the terrain. But they have a lot of.
Do you realize Mbemo is struggling at Cameroon?
Yes,
I know. He's a captain.
He's a captain. They have the strength. One of the things about Cameroon that always helps them is that
physicality.
They have the physicality. So if they are able to bring that physicality into the idea.
But Sammy, this is my problem. The physicality you see, let's go back to the players they have now. These guys are dead abaso. They are brought them from Europe. They are not the Hugo songs we knew. Alex Song and the others. You know those people back in the day when you met a Cameroon team, you knew you have met a Cameroon. These guys are half caste children. So in terms of the physicality, I Sammy. As for Cameroon, I stand on my ground. They will win a single game. Let's exit from the tournament. Zambia, Cameroon. Oh, we'll be here. We will be here one day. No. I hope that I'll be coming to you live from Rabat.
Then we can make the arguments from there. But that's the Afcon preview for you. There are some interesting games that will be coming now. But because of time, let's move on to the English Premier League. And we are in match week 17 of the English Premier League. Exciting games coming up this particular weekend. Remember, we are in December and the fixtures are coming very thick and fast. So this week on Saturday, Newcastle United will play against Chelsea. I think this is the most important game of the week. Bournemouth will play against Burnley. Brighton and Hove Albion will play against Sunderland. Manchester City at the Etihad will play against West Ham United. Wolverhampton Wanderers at the Molineux will welcome Brentford. Tottenham Hotspurs at the Spurs Stadium play Liverpool. This is also a crucial game. Everton will play against Arsenal at Goodison Park. Leeds United will play against Crystal Palace. Then on Sunday, Aston Villa will welcome Manchester United. Then at Craven Cottage on Monday, Fulham will play against Nottingham Forest. Remember, Arsenal are still on top of the league log. When I say this, Soti doesn't want to understand that I say Arsenal, but it's the fact that I'm stating.
Slow.
Do you have anything to say?
I mean, they will see their level after January.
Last week, which team did Arsenal play?
They played the
Wolves.
Wolves.
No, Wolves. Yes. What's the issue with that?
No. We saw what happened.
What happened?
Please, which team is Arsenal playing this weekend?
Oh, I just mentioned the first.
Oh no, please.
Everton. Yeah.
Goodison
Park.
Dickinson Stadium. Said they moved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have an issue with it?
I only wish you.
I pity him because you have.
I want them to really ask me about him.
You see, I know my reality. I've accepted my.
They don't know their reality. They're just trying to say, oh, we are no good. And so when they win it, they say,
no. Mark, you and I have been on this show for too long for you to be making such comments. What? Sammy, I told you that when you asked me whether we're title contenders, what did I tell you? If you could.
No.
No, we didn't say that. Now, I don't want to even go there. As for
last season, they were at a point that they were second on the league. They said they were not title contenders. And now when they started going down, they were crying.
So
why are you crying?
Why you're not title contenders?
Why are you crying?
No, I'm saying when you asked me whether we're title, what did I? Do you remember what I told you?
You said you are not title contenders.
And do you remember the reason I gave you?
I don't remember the reason.
Do you remember I told you there are certain games I look forward to every year? There are certain grounds we go to.
And one of those games was Newcastle.
Exactly.
So against Newcastle,
and I told you one.
Are you going to win?
Before then, I told you about the Vitality Stadium, Bournemouth. I told you about Eland Road, Leeds United. I told you about Old Trafford, Man U, the Emirates, Arsenal, St James's. The games I've mentioned so far, did you win any of those games? No. So already,
Newcastle will beat you tomorrow.
Very much. Chelsea don't stand a good chance. If we get a draw, we're down well. But I think the problem is that some of Newcastle's players are injured. They're also going through some difficult patches here.
I was reading it is Livramento who is injured.
Yeah, and with their derby loss last week, I'm sure they would have to show up. And
the likes of Gumaresh is still there.
And
I think they have the squad to still play against us.
And Walter Mada as well with his
very fantastic.
I think he will redeem himself.
Yeah, he would have to redeem himself. And
but I don't also see them beating Chelsea. I think the game will
most likely a draw. But what I'm saying, I don't see Chelsea winning the game. I'll be very surprised because even when Chelsea was at its best, I only remember once Chelsea beat them 3-0. It was a James scored a drop one. I think Kai Havertz scored a header. That one we even struggled. We dominated for like 60 minutes. It was the last 30 minutes of the game where Chelsea had like 3 good chances and won the game. Even when Chelsea was at its best, Newcastle was a ground we used to struggle. And now that they have good players, we even struggle.
The advantage for Chelsea is that they have Cole Palmer and
you know exactly. Sometimes he's a difference.
He's a difference.
Last week, Everton, for example, Everton were not bad.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer was the only one who changed the dynamic of the game.
So that is the advantage. They have Cole Palmer, and with him in the game, they can always solve something. The game I wanted to comment about is the Liverpool Spurs.
I was coming to that.
Spurs are so bad. Yes, bad.
You have more to talk about him. You
now is my team bad.
Okay.
I'm top of the league.
Is your team bad?
I'm top of the league.
Is your team bad?
Are you top of the league?
No. I'm beating you. I gave you a comfortable 3-0. I gave you a comfortable 3-0. I can be relegated, but I gave you a comfortable 3-0. I can be relegated. No.
Sally, let's talk about conversation. Talking about the Newcastle and Chelsea game. In the last 5, which champion? Argentina are world champions.
No.
Argentina are world champions. Are you world champion? Argentina are world champion. Our Chelsea national team. Argentina are world champion.
No. This is
what?
This is disingenuous.
About 3 days ago, PSG won Intercontinental.
So PSG are what?
The Intercontinental champion.
Chelsea are what?
That trophy is with Trump. They'll give the trophy to your president.
Okay. Chelsea are what? Chelsea are what?
You are nothing. Argentina are champions of the world.
And Chelsea are what?
Chelsea they are in the team in the English Premier League who are not even title contenders.
You are not title contenders.
No, you see, Chelsea is a team that's accepted its reality. We are world champions. We are taking this to the Premier
World
League.
Champions.
But okay, and you are who?
I'm asking.
You are a failed. You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it. You are a failure.
I don't have to on top of the league.
You are a failure.
See,
you are a failure. You can
the thing is,
never make it.
when we are at school, you know you are the best. You say you are the world champion, but anytime you write class test, the person you see as a failure always stops there. What does that tell you? What does that tell you?
We all knew that person who in class was a shark. When you got to BC, he failed. You are that classmate. You are that classmate. So,
but you know that's not wrong. You don't know. Okay, that's fine. That's what I wanted to.
Okay,
Sammy, Sammy was on the floor.
Let's talk about
he was talking about the Spurs and Liverpool game. Then you interjected.
That's fine.
Let's talk about the Spurs and Liverpool game. I believe that Spurs are in a very troubling situation.
In their last 7 games, they've only won once in the English Premier League.
I don't
7 games, they've only won.
Because when he started well. Now it's going downhill and all of that. But they have the players. I mean, Spurs are not a team to win trophies, but they should be making top 4 appearances and all of that with the investment they've made this season, bringing in new players, taking after that poor season, and they capped the poor season with a trophy with the Europa League. They came in and like they invested into the team, invested, bought new players, brought in a new coach. Thomas Frank came and he went to lose the the Super Cup against PSG. That game, you should have seen it all. After leading PSG for almost 90 minutes, he went to lose the game.
So you think you should have seen that game off?
Yes, he should have seen that game.
What does it tell you about Chelsea?
What it doesn't tell me anything about Chelsea. It doesn't tell me anything about Chelsea.
Took a 2-0 lead.
It doesn't tell me anything.
Chelsea took a 3-0 lead.
It doesn't tell me anything about Chelsea. But look, my point is, Spurs, they are not so good. Their team is not in a good
shape. Okay. Let all right, I'll come back to you. Let Soti have his take on the Spurs Liverpool game.
Spurs Liverpool is
Liverpool are without Salah.
Yeah, Spurs Liverpool is a game which is not about form. And for me, no matter how terrible Spurs are, there are some games I fancy. Spurs United and Spurs Liverpool.
It's Spurs Liverpool is the most the game in the APL with the most goals ever in the history of the Premier League.
So such games, I usually would fancy Spurs in that game. No matter how terrible Spurs are, when it gets to 2 games, Spurs Liverpool, Spurs Manchester United, on those games, I would fancy Spurs. And Spurs at home in this game, I believe, with all those poor run of form in their last few months, I believe as for this one, they would get it right.
They will beat Liverpool. I don't think so. I think their best will be a draw. Although Liverpool still have their issues.
No, in Liverpool the thing is, yes, Liverpool have their issues. But the thing is, they are coming in their last 5 games across all countries. They've not lost.
They are seeing some improvement in their performances, but their backline is still leaking. The game they won just over the weekend when Salah came to give them the cross against Brighton, the defense was still leaking. It was Brighton who failed to take their chances. Their defense, Konate Nwasa, as I will continue to say,
what more right you have to talk about?
I'm not talking about Barcelona.
I'm talking about Liverpool.
You want to see the
Konate he has the mouth to be loud.
Look, he was one of the defenders I highly rated, and in fact, I actually wanted him in Barcelona.
I also used to rate Kundi a lot.
I actually wanted him in Barcelona, but Charlie, what the guy is showing me this.
I also wanted Jules Kundi.
It is so cool. That's why I wanted Jules Kundi, and he didn't get him, and he's performing well in Barca.
And yes, is the own goal against Chelsea.
Yes,
performing was the own goal against.
Own goals happen. Own goals happen. He scored 2. Yes, he scored 2 goals last game.
And the thing about Konate is he's even flexing Liverpool for a contract extension. He wants to go to Madrid.
No, Madrid don't want him again. They've seen after this thing. Madrid poor performance with Rudiger.
Who is better? Dean Heisen and Konate.
Current form. Heisen is light years ahead of Konate.
I don't think Soti agrees with
Sami.
Huijsen. Oh, Huijsen is light years ahead of Konate. See, Konate. Have you seen the team? Have you watched Konate this season?
How many years have you watched?
I mean, current form.
How many years have you watched Konate?
I've watched Konate since he came. From is it RB Leipzig? Yes, from Leipzig to Leipzig. I'm talking about current form.
When did Dinhausen start?
I am talking about current form.
When did Dinhausen start in professional football?
He started 2-3 seasons ago.
For me,
from La Liga, he came back.
If you said, "Oh, this season he's better than him,"
yes.
But when you say he's
that light, I beg you. On current form, his light years ahead of me.
I beg you. Sammy, there are things. I beg you. There are things.
Awareness. There are things he doesn't have it. Legs. He doesn't have the legs to run.
There are things you don't.
Tackling to 0. So I am struggling to see what he brings to the Liverpool defense. But the only problem is that they don't have any proper person to replace him. So they'll keep on playing him.
Now Gomez at the
right back. And now what's the name? Van Dijk too has lost his form. Yeah. So it's like two Shashan at the back. And
so after Van Dijk, he has lost form.
Yes.
But Konate doesn't have awareness.
Oh, but he's also lost form, and that's why he has. I haven't seen this guy. So you rated Van Dijk. I don't follow this guy. See, how can you look? You've watched Konate since Leipzig. Yeah.
Since Leipzig.
I'm not saying he's a bad player.
And then you use light years ahead of me. On
current form.
And Dinhausen was a Bournemouth.
On current form.
Crying out loud.
On current form.
If you are being honest, if not the stubbornness of a coach like Xabi Alonso will do that system thing, Housing, even Arsenal, he will start. See, Madrid is one of the best. Madrid is one of the best teams in the world. Yes. So, if a player will not start at Arsenal, should he start at why
have the best defense in the world currently? I'm not have the best player. No player from anything will take those two out.
Even at Chelsea, Housing shouldn't start at Chelsea.
He will start over Chaloba. He will start over a friend. He will start over. You know it's not Chelsea over Chaloba.
It's Wesley Fofana and Chava Chaloba. You are telling me
yes. Dean Huijsen or Heisen or whatever will start ahead of Chaloba. He better than Chaloba.
I'm surprised.
But I'm thinking that the game will end in a draw.
So can Liverpool take advantage of that leaky defense of Liverpool?
They have the players, the runners to do that. They have the runners. Look, Kudus Okay, this guy too is not.
That
Robinson might start ahead of him. But if they start Keskes against Kudus will cook him, then he will cook inside, then they'll take him off. But I think that they have the legs, right? I think that Liverpool what's the name? I think that Spurs has the legs, especially on the front, to cause havoc for that Liverpool Shashan defense. Because what I am seeing this season from Van Dijk and Konate is no.
But speaking of leaky defense, Sammy is talking about leaky defense.
Yes.
I'm not talking about like.
Speaking of leaky defense.
Yes, we will come there.
Today, Sammy has said a lot of things that is giving me.
Talk to me about the Everton Arsenal game.
Oh, Everton.
I've been intentionally giving.
Last week they disappointed. And there's one thing I've always believed in this life. I don't know why I want you to delay.
See, I did not do that. You know why I want you to do that. Right. Ask Klabu versus Arsenal. You say Klabu will score.
Oh wow.
Klabu is disappointed me. What did this guy?
Wolves versus Arsenal. You say Wolves 2 goals.
No. I said Arsenal will win the game comfortably. Be very honest. I thought that was very honest.
I want you to say Everton.
And then the only week I decided to back Arsenal. Everton disappointed. Oh, last week I said Arsenal will beat with comfortably.
So did we disappoint?
I said comfortably. You struggled to win at the last minute.
Everton Arsenal.
Oh, Everton Arsenal at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. It's for me. Gabor is still injured, right?
Who?
Gabor is still injured.
Yeah.
Saliba is still injured.
Yeah. No, Saliba played the last game.
So Saliba is
played the
So you play
Saliba and Hinkap.
So it's Hinkap and Saliba.
It's Mosquera that's injured.
Okay. So Tiano Barry Messi. Oh, okay. I fancy one.
Oh yeah. The point is that Everton is losing their players.
Yeah. Just remember that.
And then Ghana Gay. They are not there. So for me, I think Arsenal will win.
And even this guy last week against Chelsea, this guy walked off. Just before also walked off, and he was one of their key
players in the midfield. So I think it would have been a tough game, but with the missing players Everton has, Arsenal should be able to see up the game, especially if they want the league.
Arsenal don't want the league. They don't want it.
Okay.
But you. Does Arsenal want the league?
Oh, they always seem to want the league, but at the end of the day, they fail.
Do you believe in honesty that Arteta wants the Premier League?
He wants it, but he doesn't deliver.
Let me rephrase the question. In all Arteta has done since the Premier League, has he demonstrated that he wants to win?
That guy. So if I've said that, and I think I've mentioned it to him. If he fails to win the league this season, they have to sack him.
He has competed in the Premier League for 6 seasons,
and he has been
out of that about 3 times. He has stretched the lead and bottled it points below. Does it look like he will win the league this
that
season?
Man and Kasandi, I can't speak for
probability. Give me probability. Less than 10% safe. If you win the league this season.
Oh, but I think they will win this season.
I win the league this season.
Say what you want to say.
1 week lunch on me.
1 week be small. 1
week lunch on me.
Oh, you will manage with that.
I
think Arsenal will win the
league.
I think
we are all here, viewers. We are all here. And every day I bring you the updates. Every day the updates. Last
I promise you something.
What did you promise me?
The very week Arsenal relinquishes their spot on the table.
Are you a seer now?
It will be a long episode for you.
Are you a seer?
Marco, I promise you. Unless you continue.
One of the things I think is that they might not be on top from now until they win the league. They might go down and come back to take.
If Arsenal go, they won't come again.
All right. So that's his wish. Obviously, it's a wish. That's why it's not the fact. But the fact is, Arsenal are still on top of the league. We go for a breather. When we come back, we head straight to La Liga.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my wade jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah.
Efia.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Now add your Chino jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so good. Tasty, yeah.
What is going on here?
Enjoy jollof the Ghana way. Gino jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back from the break. You're still watching Build Up on ABC News Gs. Now from the English Premier League, let's head to the Spanish La Liga. Let me take you through the fixtures that will happen in the Spanish La Liga. And there are some big games that are coming up. Villarreal will play against FC Barcelona. I think that's quite a big game in there. Real Madrid will play against Sevilla. That's another interesting game. Girona will play against Atletico Madrid. Real Oviedo will play against Celta Vigo. Real Betis will play against Getafe. Atletico Club de Bilbao will play against Espanyol. Sociedad will play against Levante. Valencia will play against Mallorca. Vallecano and also the Alaves will play against Osasuna. So that's the fixtures for you. Now let's focus on the main ones. First of all, Villarreal versus FC Barcelona. Barcelona on top of the league log. Villarreal are somewhere fourth in the log. They are suffering when it comes to the Champions League. They are suffering, but in the league, at least they are doing something well. And I think it's a big game between them. Sammy, let me. I thought you would go. No. He wants to blow. I want the real analysis from you. Then the agenda. I'll go to after the agenda analysis.
Thank you for that. But I think, like you mentioned, at away from home, Barca playing at the Villa Park, Villarreal's Park, it's going to be a very tough game because they are third on the league. Yeah. And in the league, I think currently they are the team to concede less. If they are not first or second, they are the team to concede the lowest goal. It means that their defense is good. They have Thomas Partey in the middle, and they still have some good players there. Although they sold Yeremy Pino to Crystal Palace, I think Barca with our leaky defense, but in the recent 3 games, we've managed not to concede plenty. We've gotten 2 clean sheets in the last 3 games. Yes, we kept 2 clean sheets.
Barca has kept 2 clean sheets.
Why can't we concede, or can't we play a game without conceding?
Yeah, so Villarreal has conceded the less
goals in this.
Considered just
13 goals. So they have a very solid defense. And Barca, one thing we do is that we score goals. So the only game we've not scored this season was against Chelsea. Right, that was the only game we didn't score, and it was evident. It was evident why we didn't score, which I think the day after the game I made that print here, so I'm not going to engage him in that. I'm not going to engage him in that. So Barcelona will always score, no matter how good, especially in the La Liga, we are going to score. It is about whether we can keep them from scoring, and I think now we have the full complement of our team. Pedri is back and fit, playing some solid football. In fact, for me, he's the best midfielder in the world as it stands now. We have Yamal there. Yamal now trying to move into the number 10 position, learning how to play in between the spaces. We'll see how he'll do well. He'll do with that. Rafinha pressing, giving us that agility and everything in the game. Frankie is back, but you see, the coach likes to play Garcia with Pedri, because Garcia can do the dirty work. He can tackle, he can close the space, unlike Frankie, who likes to control the ball. Tackling is not much of his work, so he likes to control. And this game is going to be determined in that midfield. If we win the midfield battle, which I believe we will, because if you have Pedri, he wins the midfield battle against any midfield. If he has the complement of the others to support him, he wins that midfield battle. So I'm going to say Barcelona will win, but it's not going to come easy. It's going to be a very tough game. We might win by just a goal or 2 goals margin, but Villarreal will come to the party at their stadium with their yellow fans. Charlie, they will come. The Submarine, they are going to come to the party to perform. And I just hope that we won't show that poor defending we showed all season. Just that we should be able to keep up with the good defense we've put out in the last 3 games. The thing is that Flick is so stubborn. Flick, it's not even the highline. For me, I've come to realize that I've always told people that the highline is not a problem. Our problem has always been coordinated pressing. Because when you coordinatedly press, the people will be forced to play nonsense. They'll be forced to play the passes, and you'll be always caught offside. That's what we did to Madrid. You remember the first Clasico? They scored like 5 goals. The first goal is Mbappe celebrated because we're pressing, and you will be forced to play the pass or go back. When you play the pass, we set the high line, you will be offside. So it was the coordinated pressing. With Rafinha now, we had that coordinated pressing. That's what we missed against Chelsea and all of that, which is not an excuse why we lost to Chelsea. But I believe that this game, we should be able to see, because now we are 4 points ahead of Madrid, and we don't want to drop points. We are waiting for Madrid to drop points, then we go to 7, right, or even go to 6. So for the game, it's going to be Barca win, but not coming easy.
All right. Soti, how do you say on that game? How do you say on the Barca?
First of all, why is that one was talking? Look at my face like that. Was I the guy was talking to you? When I
I'm giving you the opportunity.
The guy was so obsessed with Chelsea that in his submission about Barca Villarreal, he mentioned Chelsea like 5 times. Every day, how we lost to Chelsea. I think that he is giving him major flashbacks. Sleep at night.
Very much. I'm top of my league. Where are you?
Oh, me, I say I can go to relegation, but there are 2 that
I am top of my league.
You are always come to the game. First of all, I think both teams are in fine form. I think Barca, in your last 5 games in La Liga, you've won Villarreal as well. Surprisingly, they are very good in the league and terrible. I don't think they even won the Champions League game. They just drawn even 1 match. So they've lost or drawn 1. And in their games, terrible. And for me, I think this is where they I don't think, honestly, they are good, but even though for the games, I would love to see Villarreal win this game,
because honestly, have an agenda against Barca.
I don't have an agenda. I just love such games. I think the problem is now Papegay is one of their key players. Papegay is going to the Afcon. Thomas also, he's been out of the squad for the last 2 games. I doubt he'll be back for this game. I don't know if Thomas is injured at the moment. So I think they are missing key players in the midfield. For example, when Thomas was out, Pape was in the team. Now Thomas is out, Pape is out. So they are left with Danny Pajero and a few players. And I don't think they have the legs against this relatively younger Barcelona team. But there's some advantage for Villarreal. And as well, they don't consider the goals. So I think Villarreal stand a good chance of at least heading out of the Estadio La Ceramica with at least a draw.
All right, that was very interesting. Then let's talk about the Madrid-Sevilla game. Madrid, it seems like they are finding their mojo.
They seem to be grinding the what do you call it? They seem to be grinding the results, but they are still not playing well. It's a fact. Every Madrid supporter will accept they are still not playing good football. It's true. Madrid are not playing.
But he's the one on the platform.
Madrid are not playing good football.
This guy always said that he diagnoses everybody's issues except his own issues.
I diagnose our issues. Madrid are not playing good football. They are because they wanted.
You are the standard of good football.
No, it's not about Barcelona. It's not about Barcelona. Oh, let him come. See, Madrid. We see Madrid. Nobody expects Madrid to possess the ball, dominate the ball, but we expect Madrid to have good run of play, hold the ball for at least 5 minutes, create chances. In their current squad, with the players they have, they are not able to do that. They don't press coordinatedly. They don't press well, and sometimes they are just all over the place. If you watch. I didn't watch their Copa del Rey game, but I was not surprised they conceded 2 late goals.
Yeah, the other team scored 8.
And I watched the highlight. They nearly equalized to make it 3-3. Yeah. So they are not so good because their defense is still not good. Rudiger, that guy, this should be his last season at Madrid. If they mean to build on this team, Rudiger doesn't know what he's doing at the back there. He's just conceding chances after chances. Look at what he did against Manchester City in the Champions League. Poor showing. Poor showing.
To be very honest, if you are being honest in that game, I am now. The goal, City's equalizer. Did you realize what Haaland did to him before City scored a goal?
Yes, I understand that.
So I understand where he's coming from. If the referee saw that and he allowed that to pass, then in the same box, and I do the same thing, then it's free range.
He had it in the box.
No, and that was a direct. The ball came to where Rudiger was when he was on the floor, and he scored. I never allowed that to pass for a goal. Then he does the same thing. Every says it's a foul.
It's not even about the penalty. It's not even the penalty you considered.
He's after the things he did afterwards.
He's not as awareness in the game, and sometimes rushing into tackles. When the ball is coming, he rushes into tackle and he just commits himself. And when he gets dribble, he just comes to zoom past like this. Did you see what Evan is saying? Checky did to him and Valverde.
Yeah.
Valverde came to slide like he passed like this, and then Checky gave him Rudiger Sulia. So I think Madrid still need to find their rhythm. But one thing is that they don't have the time for Xabi Alonso. Yeah. If not, they should. For me, I would have said that they should keep him. But Madrid is a team just like Barcelona. We don't like. We want performances. If you are not good, we kick you out and we bring the next person. So I think that the players are now showing up for Xabi Alonso. At first, they were not showing up at all, but now they are showing up. They are now because his job is now on the line. So they are not playing for him. But the quality of Madrid is still yet to be felt. But I don't think Sevilla is a match because Sevilla themselves have been very poor since they scored us. They scored us 4-1, and from there it has been downhill like this.
So you know anything that scored us?
Yeah, like this.
When Chelsea scored 2, they were suffer.
Like this. Madrid, like this. Everybody.
You see how that's all with Chelsea.
Everything that scores us, the goals like this.
But when I was telling you that you are talking about, you didn't mind. You were doing it.
No, you asked me to stop.
And Sevilla,
guess what? You did the same goal.
How do you take on
Sevilla too? They've lost Adams for Nigeria for the Afcon.
And Chidera Ejuke as well.
Yeah, Ejuke, not Uche rather. Ejuke too is gone. These are 2 good players. I remember Adam scored against us coming from the bench. Ejuke was very good in the midfield. So those 2 going, I don't think they will be able to do anything against Madrid. Madrid should be able to see this one off.
So I think last week Sevilla beat Real Oviedo by 4-0. It was a brilliant performance. I think Akko Adams was man of the match. I think he scored a goal, provided an assist. Ejuke also scored a goal, provided an assist. And in that game against Oviedo, they were the 2 central figures to that important victory for them. But apart from that, Sevilla themselves have also been struggling. They have not been very consistent this season. And so without these 2 key players, I think that Sevilla lose a significant component of the attacking firepower, and I think that will affect them in the game against Madrid. Madrid themselves are not that good, but I think Madrid, the only player they've lost is Brahim Diaz, who is not even a central figure in their team. So they will not feel the impact too much. And I think Sevilla themselves defensively, they are not too solid. Attacking wise too, their main threats are now out of the team. So I think now Madrid have a good chance, a stronger chance of winning a game against Sevilla. And knowing the pressure that's on the line and the way Xabi Alonso is now desperate for a win, for me, the game against City, his changes he made tells me that he's very desperate. Bringing on, taking off Dani Ceballos, bringing on Endrick tells me the guy is desperate for a win.
He just wanted a win.
And he'll do any and everything to get a win. I believe that he would get that.
But one thing about I worry for him is that he's lost his identity. The identity he brought.
You see, that identity argument only comes when you're dealing with small teams. So
no, it's not.
When you get a big team and results are not going your way, you ditch it fast.
Yeah, that's why. If you are a coach of work for yourself, it's not about.
I swear that's not his identity.
It's not about
his last game that he went.
It's about. It's not even about. I'm not saying like playing the way we're playing at Leverkusen. Obviously, you have different squad, different players, but their ideas, the core ideas of his game, is missing.
He's fighting
now,
for his job.
Now he's just doing everything to just win games, grind wins at all costs, and that's what Madrid is generally known for. They just try to win at all costs. But I think Sevilla is not a match for them. Madrid should be able to see. But as a Barcelona fan, it will be a perfect Christmas gift.
If agenda master,
they drop the points.
All right, so that's the Spanish La Liga for you. Remember, Barcelona on top of the league, Lord. Madrid are second with 39 points. Villarreal are third. Atletico Madrid are fourth. If you go to the bottom of the league, Lord, Girona, Real Oviedo, Levante are in the bottom of the league. Lord. Now let's move on to the Ghana Premier League, and there are some dirty December games for you. Let's have the fixtures on our screens. Accra, Suffolk, Kumasi, and Sport are all in action. The games start tomorrow. Yes, Bechem United will play against Redro or Blacks at the Nana Fosuji Abo Park. Idiana Stars at Doma will play against Accra, Suffolk, a very big game. Kayela United will play against Vision Football Club. FC Samates will play against Heart of Lions. Dreams FC will play against Berkun Chelsea. Nations FC at the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex will welcome Young Apostles, whilst Hall United will also play against defending champions BBN Gold Stars. Then on Monday, Mediama Sporting Club will play against Basake Holy Stars, and on Wednesday, 11 Wonders will play against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So that's the fixture for you. Let me come to Eugene for Isoti. Ediana Stars are on top of the league log. Hasselhoek are fourth on the league log. They meet this particular weekend. A win for Accra Hasselhoek might take them to the second place position, depending on what happens in other results. And it's very funny that Hasselhoek about 2 weeks ago were somewhere around 11th position. They picked up just consistent points, and already they can get to the second one of the league table.
So coincidentally, both teams won last week. Indiana went away to Hearts of Lions and they won. Hearts of Oak also won at home. So Hearts of Oak are now traveling to Doma to play against Indiana. But I don't know. Even though Hearts have a good away record this season, their away record is better than their home record. I think Indiana has what it takes to get that win over Hearts of Oak. I think Hearts of Oak's struggles will continue. I think their victory at home last week was just one of those ones. I think their struggles will continue for a while. And from what I see in Indiana, they look like this year is the year where they are focused heavily on winning the league and returning to Africa. I think their focus is not even winning the league, but winning the league to try and return to Africa. So honestly, I think they've impressed me this season. Hearts of Oak have been topsy-turvy, very inconsistent, and I think their inconsistencies will also show once again at the Doma Park. And so I believe Doma would have a comfortable victory over Hearts of Oak.
All right, let me come to Sammy. Sammy, I'd like you to talk about 11 Wonders Asante Kotoko. 11 Wonders are at the bottom of the league log. Asante Kotoko are also picking up some points. Karim Zito Talking about injuries and everything, let me have your bite on that.
You know, Kotoko is my team, but they've disappointed me that sometimes I'm shy to even say it. But Okuma Pima, Apembeba, so we know the fear. I've always been a Kotoko fan, just I don't show it.
So I've known it for like a few years now, but this is the first time.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't see it. I follow Kotoko every day. I even have them on my SofaScore notifications, everything for them and everything. But against 11 Wonders, who are last on the table, we should be able to win that game. I think Karim Zito, I see some people are already clamoring for him to be sacked. The Kumasi Mayor, for instance, said he should leave and all. It's not necessary. For me, he's still remains one of the best brains in terms of local coaches in the country. Give him time, and he at least he should be able to get us the title this season.
Wow.
Yeah, he should be. But Kotoko,
he says he has a lot of injuries,
which is true.
Players are injured.
It's true, and he says that the Ghanaian journalists, you and City, you are not pardoning him. You are always on his side, which is true. And I think even with the injuries, 11 Wonders is not a match for Kotoko. He should be able to win. If he doesn't win that one, there,
he should be sacked.
Not sacked, but I would say a Jamie Gulesoa, but he should be able to win. I just wanted to say something about the Hearts game. I think Adriana has won their last 4 or 5 games against Hearts of Coke. Hearts has not even drawn one,
especially at Doma.
They have not even drawn one.
If the fortress at Doma,
so I don't think I don't think Hearts would get anything from that game, especially now that they struggled, but they are like they are picking up. But I don't think they will be able to beat Doma. They beat Ediana at Doma.
They are on a very good form.
But the team I take to win the Ghana Premier League is Midiama. I still think they have it.
Yeah, they have one outstanding game. Even that they are still second on the league log. And if they are able to win that game, they go on top of the Ghana Premier League. So that's how we wrap up, build up on ABC News Ghana with me, James Ohinba Makin. Remember, there will be a repeat of this show tomorrow morning, so just stay tuned and tell your friends to stay tuned to ABC News GS. Shout outs to Eugene Oforisote and Samuel Imabo for joining me tonight, and also to all the guys who are helping with production. We say thank you so much for everything that you are doing. But have a great weekend, have a great Afcon weekend, a great sporting weekend, a great Arsenal weekend. We meet on Monday. Adios. Bye-bye.